My favorite's number 46. Well, page 46. Young. 1,000 doors ago, when I was a lonely kid, in a big house with 4 garages, and it was summer. As long as I could remember, I lay on the lawn at night, clover wrinkling under me, the wise stars bedding over me, my mother's window a funnel of yellow heat running out, my father's window half shut, and I where sleepers pass, and the boards of the house were smooth and white as wax, and probably a million leaves sailed on their strange stalks as the crickets ticked together. And I, my brand new body, which was not a woman's yet, told the stars my questions and thought God could really see the heat in the painted light, elbows, knees, dreams. Good night. So that was Anne Sexton's Young. Anne Sexton was one of my favorite poets growing up. There was something about the way she narrated her stories that made me feel like I was being let in on a little secret. And her play of words were simple, but so raw and honest that it was exciting to read her works. And of course, she never held back, which was something that I really appreciated because she was so generous in sharing her experiences that I was mesmerized by her stories. And of course, she was always talking about family life, about the challenges that she was going through at that time. And she was always webbed in challenging situations, which she got herself into, which I could somehow relate to. And for me, it was quite a privilege to have this insight about her life and what's happening to her and to the people around her. Because in reality, I would not have had this kind of access to her personal life if she didn't write what she wrote. And of course, reading her works made me feel like I was gifted with something that is only shared with, a few people. That was the feeling that I always felt every time I read her work. And of course, because of the way she actually talked about her life and how women are in general, it somehow put the women or the issues of women, especially those during the mid-20th century, in the forefront. And it was a huge contribution to how women are now, the women's identity now. So reading Anne Sexton made me feel that I was not alone, that there were other women out there who were probably going through certain struggles. And it was comfort. It was some form of comfort for me. So I was learning about another individual's experiences, which helped me process difficult emotions and situations that somehow resembled hers. So I remember then that whenever I felt overwhelmed, there was Anne Sexton, and her poems too somehow gave me that comfort that I was talking about. Out of all the skills that we learned growing up, reading remains as one of the most important, especially during this era when technology made it possible to have access to everything within our reach. Each reading material that you get your hands on is an opportunity to learn something new. Not only are you expanding your vocabulary, but you are also improving your concentration and educating yourself about many aspects of life. Reading has many benefits. It helps you develop compassion and empathy because what you read gives you insights on other people's lives and experiences. It also nurtures imagination and creativity that helps you become a better communicator because now you are relating through different ways and forming an educated opinion. The more you read, the more you collate ideas and critically reflect on them, which then helps you create your own voice on different matters. Lastly, reading is enjoyable and reduces stress because it gives that temporary escape from everyday worries. So I encourage you, read. Read as much as you could, as many as you can get your hands on, and talk about them with an open mind. Read whatever you like. Read about your interests, what you would want to learn about, what is current, what is not current, what makes you happy. It can be anything. Your choices are boundless. You can find materials in libraries, bookshops, resource centers, and online sources. This can range from children's books to books for grown-ups. Don't limit yourself. For example, my book, Harriet Pad and Her Hat, is a picture book, but it's not just meant for children. The theme of this book talks about self-care and the danger of giving too much of yourself, which are as important for adults as it is for children. My next picture book talks about depression and life's challenges, which are, again, serious topics that everyone, regardless of age, need to reflect on. So go ahead, read. You will thank me one day. This is Danielle Celine Ramonal from The Book Den. Thank you for watching. Bye.